Hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, this is Mohammed Arslan Siddiqui, your trainer and an expert teaching trainer, where I have held uh, multiple sessions for teachers training, such as teaching grammar communicatively, intensive grammar lessons, and now we have come up with another new series or these eventful sessions of crisis management in teaching, writing, and speaking online. I think it's never too late. And for teacher, obviously it is never too late to be equipped with the tools that can help us and help us be a good teacher, and as well as make us more effective in our classes than ever before. Learning is a process that never stops. I'm sure you would agree with me. So let's have a look at. This is Mohammed Aslan Siddiqui, your ELT and professional development for teachers training expert. Now, in this workshop, we have targeted the teachers who are from university settings. It means that we are going to target the older generation, senior ones, and the most experienced ones. But what happens that during the COVID-19, we've experienced a lot of new things in our life, and that's what the new normal is. For example, we've changed the way we live, so why not we should change the way we teach? Okay, well, the purpose, I'll come to that, and but I will not jump to anything before I explain the things. Let me tell you that crisis management in teaching, in writing and speaking here refers to purely English language classes, English language courses classes in which communication is involved, and particularly communication through online gadgets or online services and uh, using digitally equipped technology. So this workshop is going to benefit you in two ways. Number one, it will help not only your manual classes but your online classes interactive in terms of teaching writing, academic writing, and speaking skills. Moreover, the series of this workshop will help you be aware and be familiar with the technology that you have at your disposal. For example, how to conduct Zoom sessions, how to use Google Classrooms, and interactive, interactive mobile applications such as Socrative, Quizlet, Kahoot to make your classes more interesting. Similarly, in your manual classes, you will be using certain techniques, strategies, and activities to help you engage in your classes more effectively so that you can have better outcomes than ever before. Since the title of this workshop is Crisis Management in Teaching, Writing, and Speaking Online, it has a lot to do with the current and prevailing situations. Online classes and digitally interactive classrooms are always our priority, and they are always welcomed even by students as well at higher levels. But however, we have the different data coming from different various resources that tells us the different story. Let's move to. Okay, first of all, I think that a teacher is someone who is like the most flexible being on the planet. You need to change not in every day, not in every year, not in every week, but every minute. Your pedagogy, your strategies, your methods always change according to the situation, be it a behavior of students, the size of the class, the environment you receive, and the equipments and logistics you have, and sometimes you have the crisis situation. Now, what are the problems? Uh, the thing is that we have talked to many teachers before we planned this particular series of workshop, and mainly the teachers who are from English language teaching institutes, teaching adults, teachers in the universities, obviously dealing with the students who are above 18, and teaching teachers from higher education departments and colleges where they are dealing with A levels, and higher and high school. The teachers often find it difficult to interact with the students effectively on uh, online gadgets such as Zoom, web classroom. Moreover, they find it difficult to teach writing, academic writing, both in manual classes, the normal classes, and in online classes. Similarly, we have a lot of teachers who often complain that their students do not speak. I hope that you agree with me, that you have to make them speak, pinch them to speak. That's what the problem, which is global, particularly when you are teaching a language to non-native speakers, language which is obviously a foreign to them, which is obviously a second to them. They try to jump into their own language, which they feel comfortable in, whether it's their L1 or L2, their national languages, their regional languages. So the problem the teacher often come across is again in writing. Having delivered those lectures of effective lectures and very hardworking lectures uh, on academic writing tools, when students are provided chance to express their feeling in visual and verbal communication, they fail. They fail to understand format, if I'm not wrong, cohesion, coherence. I hope you agree with me. Similarly, in speaking, we have students worrying about their fluency. That's what our data and our results show that in the need analysis. Now, according to the need analysis that we conducted, the outcomes and the issues that were highlighted was prioritized as academic writing teaching is the most asked for factors for teachers uh, because they find it technically difficult. Similarly, the teaching oral communication is also quite hard task to carry out in university classes where the volume of the class is also challenging for teachers. I hope you agree with me. And if there is anything else, then we will obviously have the room in our teaching sessions and our teachers training sessions to address those problems. Moreover, the most important thing that came up with this survey that mostly teachers are not aware of the equipment and technology in education. And during the pandemic of 2020 and 2019, we can see that a lot of universities, maximum universities and educational institutes are closed, and reaching students have become has become a difficult one. I'm sure you agree with me. So, what technology, what equipment, what tools we have, which are easy for us to use, and particularly in our English language classes, we will be exposed in this training session. How can we make more effective and more interactive speaking classes on computers? Moreover, what is the way to give feedbacks on students' writing, which is the most important part? Now, the need analysis tools. We have asked 62 teachers who are either engaged in universities, colleges, or university level higher education and postgraduate, and as well as English language centers like Pakistan American Cultural Center and British Council. And we asked them that if they were given a chance to groom themselves or to learn something about, what would be their priority? Surprisingly, we have that according to the data we have, 35% teachers believe that their immediate priority would be speaking or oral communication skills, whether in online classes or in normal classes, these kind of workshop. And then we have 29%, which is not a big jump, too big jump to 29% teachers talked about academic writing skills classes. We have 16% teachers talking about listening and oral activities. Almost 5% people were interested in reading skills. And then we have similar to this is grammar, but in vocabulary, we have another 10%, which is considerable amount of number of people talking about vocabulary. However, we put it as a second priority and a third priority. So we can see that oral communication skills and academic writing is something. I hope you agree with me that that would be the most important element to cover particularly in this, because they are the most basic units of teaching English language in any institutions. Now, what we have for you, I'm sure that it's not the magic, it's not the you know uh, the trick that we have, but we have the training sessions. We'll encourage you to use the technology in these training sessions, to collaborate with your peers and the people like you, sit together, discuss, and what is the best outcome we can have. Similarly, during the 4 weeks training, teachers training, we are not going to consume a lot of your time. We not only have planned to teach activities for speaking and writing with the classes of higher education at university classroom, but also the activities to be performed through more advanced and accessible modes and mediums during this pandemic, such as Zoom sessions, web classrooms, Google Classrooms, the applications on mobile phones, how to give feedback, what are the ways to give feedback, how to save feedback, voice note, WhatsApp, Twitter, and all the available resources that students are aware of, familiar with, and they can easily access, that will collaborate. But we will collaborate in order so that our teachers become more equipped and they are vivid and clear about what they have to do in their classes. Similarly, the teacher lesson plans will be there, the teaching plans, strategies will be there, and priorities will be set. It would be a full-length workshop which deals with hands-on practice. It means that the workshop will be conducted somewhere where you can have exposure to these equipments, these activities. Now, uh, the, the series of workshop is clearly designed, especially for the university and high school ESL and EFL instructors. It means that we are very much clear about our goals and our objective. We know who our audience are and what their needs are. Therefore, the need analysis was conducted before setting this training. Okay. Uh, the major goal is to equip our teachers, to expose our teachers, to help our teachers, encourage our teachers and lecturers and instructors to use technologies freely, to make their class more interactive, more attractive, more effective for students to produce. Similarly, since this workshop is duly beneficial for you, because I have seen a lot of trainings just offer activities of teaching, writing, activities of teaching, speaking, and there is a separate program for educational technology. We have combined that, so it means that with just one stroke or with just one effort, you are learning 2-3 things together. You can see the objectives on your screen. Identify the needs of new normal in English language classes. Devise more interactive and productive online classrooms for university level ELT. Apply digital skills by making the most out of the technology in EFL and ESO. Similarly, I'm not going to read all since you have the objectives on your screen. We want our teachers to know what they actually know, what they should know, what will they know, and how smart they can become in a quick span of time. Similarly, we want our teachers to throw the activities in their classes to make a good use of activities which are relatable, which they can relate to their writing skills, which they can relate to students' oral communication skills, and the quick feedbacks should come because nobody can wait for it. I know that it is hard to give feedback in online classes, particularly when you are not physically there. Therefore, this workshop will be the defining workshop for you. Will be a defining moment, and it is going to be a driving force you to dive into the sea of technology. Now, why do we need, apart from having needs analysis, we have had certain theoretical frameworks and researches that are supporting our workshop's purpose and the method. And one of them came from Eager in 2007. The proliferation of online programs and courses in higher education is considered by many scholars pervasive and societal phenomenon. It means that particularly in the third world countries where students lack basic facilities, uh, and they are far behind technology and awareness of IT. information technology, use of internet. Similarly, it is the case with the teachers and university teachers that they are not highly equipped. So we want our teachers to be that, and research shows that. Similarly, another research by Estevez Margus in Colombia, the online learning is a growing educational alternative for adults who, due to the time and space constraints, cannot attend face-to-face classes. This will this workshop will help you look into or peep into how virtual classes are conducted and how you can relate those classes to your English language teaching. Now, what are the testimonials we have? We've interviewed many teachers, and one of the teachers that a young teacher, in fact, university teacher, Hiba Hassan, uh, 32 years old. I would love to participate in an online teaching workshop for writing and speaking skills. Now, what she says that a lot of people believe that they know how to conduct writing class and how to conduct a speaking class, but they are concerned about the efficacy and the effectiveness of those classes. Similarly, the outcomes that they are growing and they are collecting is not up to their standards, so they want it. Similarly, she wants to be aware of what the technologies we have, what are the defining moments, the rules we have. Now we have over the past 2 decades, computers have become common instructional tool in ESL classrooms. Today, collaborative multinational email exchanges are just one of the many computer-based activities. This is one of the case studies that we came across, particularly talking about collaborative learning, using emails, using other resources for teachers to give feedback. So in this workshop, you will learn how to give instant feedback rather than keeping to yourself, and instead of writing a lot of papers on papers, how to use comment section, how to use voice notes for your obviously the feedback on the writing. I know that oral feedback is quite easier as compared to the writing one. So this workshop has one particular section for it. Now, what you need to do, or what we want you to do, obviously we want your permission, for your organization permission. We want you because we know that always luck favors the brave ones. So we want teachers who are more motivated, and this is for the novice and prospective both teachers. Universities, our participants would be English language teachers at high schools and private centers where they're teaching oral communication or writing skills particularly. We have 4 weeks planned, and that's a 4 hours, almost the 16 hours workshop, uh, which which is to be held on Friday. We don't want to consume your Saturday and Sundays. I know that how important Saturday and Sundays are for our teachers. The venue, co-working space, computer labs, and we can also provide you, or we can offer you our places. This workshop has, we have the ability to conduct this workshop virtually as well, but we would like to reach your place with all the SOPs, the statement of procedures that we follow. Uh, the material we need is obviously projector, multimedia, laptops, separate laptops for everyone. If not laptop, then personal computers, markers, screens, Wi-Fi connections, and point outs. Okay. The budget of this workshop, if the computers are bought and the systems are hired for 15 to 16 days, it hardly reaches $1,000, no more than that. So we have the workshop planned for this. Finally, what would be our assessment? How would we assess you? Obviously, for teachers, the first question comes that how would they know that they are getting progress? Every workshop, after the end of every workshop, there would be a discussion and a reflection column. Along with that, we'll have the quizzes, post and pre-quizzes before we have uh, uh, any activities. Similarly, teachers will be in a position to use the technology, and since they will be the participants, 30 to 40 participants, between 20 and 40 we have the lab. So they will be collaborating, group activities, role plays will be there every day in every section. But after that, we have at the end of this workshop, the last workshop will comprise 2 hours of your reflection in a group, and along with one of the ESL activity or EFL activity, that you will present as a demonstration, and the presentations will be there. So this workshop will give you both experiences as a teacher and as well as the learner or the students. It is a dual experience. Moreover, we'll have our support instructors, particularly from IT department, we will have from our side. So finally, I would tell you that I don't think so that you should miss this opportunity, because within just 16 hours span of time, you will learn two things. And the first thing is that you will learn how to make your writing class and speaking class interactive, how to teach writing, what activities are there for students to relate from writing to speaking, speaking to writing. Furthermore, since these activities will be on computers, will be on mobile phones, so you will have another chance to expose yourself towards to technology and the changes that are coming, the advancement. So educational responses to the crisis are capable of changing the meaning of purpose and the value of school. As UNESCO has recently said that, I think that my words are more, these words are more than enough. For further contact, I can be approached anytime through my Facebook, through my Instagram, which is Siddiqui Mohammed Arsalan, and Hamdard University, Pakistan American Cultural Center. My international number is with you along with the email. So we can be approached, and we would love to give answer to your queries. Right now, if you want to say anything, if you have any questions, I'm here to respond to every question in relation to the workshop that we have, the objectives, the goals we have set for you, and anything that you would like. Thank you so much. Wish you a good, happy learning session.